Hey guys, what's going on? Yankee Cowboy here. Finally able to get out to the garage after the blizzard and shovel up, get the door open and get in there and get cranking on some knives. Just wanted to bring you guys up to date and up to snuff on what's going on with the knives. First batch of 5. I got a batch already cut out, all 5, and profiled. They're not, there's no edge put on them yet. I got a second batch here going because I want to be able to, at least once those are complete, have a batch somewhat started and ready to go for the second round. Excuse me, guys. But I wanted to show you, you know, the whole process of, you know, what's involved in it. It's not just, you know, go in there with an angle grinder and, you know, a belt sander and start carving up blades. It's not that easy. This is what you got, guys. Here's a piece of 1095 steel, which I've already got some blades cut out, and I'll show you in a second. But this is all rusty because this was sitting in the garage. We had the blizzard and everything, and you know, it was out in the garage on the floor. Picked up the moisture, and this is what 1095 will do. It'll rust. But as you can see, there's 2 crickets on here. I've already cut out 3 of the second batch. So this is it, guys. It's a rusty, you know, chunk of 1095 steel that I got to cut all this out and profile it. There's a lot of work involved. So it goes from that to, here's a piece that's in process. As you can see, here's still pieces of the outline. See where this is? Still got my recess cuts in there. I still got to, you know, cut that all out, and I get in there with the Dremel to do that. This piece here has got to be taken off because I have a template that I match it up with. You know, each one of these knives, guys, will be a little bit, there'll be a little variance in it. I don't want them to be all spot on like they were stamped out or plasma cut, just for the fact that if it's going to be a handmade custom knife, you want a little bit of a variation to it. Nothing that you would ever see to the naked eye, but you know, like I said, it's just not going to be, you know, stamped out. I'm not like some of these knife makers that they go to a guy on a water jet and they have water jet cut out because they don't want to take the time to profile them. I don't mind it. That's part of the whole, you know, custom knife making thing. You got to profile it, do everything that you can from scratch. You know, sure, I can call up a local shop. I know plenty of machine shops. I'm in the industry. I could have water jetted. I could take one of these Cricut templates and have you know, 30, 40 of them water jetted out. But I don't think I'm a knife maker at that point. At that point, I'm just a, you know, a manufacturer. So again, here's your rough 1095. Here's one in process, and here's one that's completely profiled. This one's all set, all nice and smooth. So I started putting a grind on there. That was just screwing around. Just a lot more is going to come off, and it's going to be about 1/4 of the way up. And these are 1/8 of an inch thick. These aren't like that crappy kitchen knives I was doing. Well, I shouldn't say they're crappy. I mean, there's a guy on here, D-Man 1-on-1. He makes some really nice stuff out of some old kitchen knives. I tried it. I mean, I don't know. I don't like working with the stainless. I like working with 1095. But just to show you guys, you know, because I don't bullshit around. Here's the first knife I ever made, which was out of the kitchen knives, and I used the hell out of this thing. As you can tell by the blades, a little beat up. But this thing performs awesome. This is diamond wood on here that I put on, and I cleaned it all up, buffed it, got a little bit of a shine out of it. This is the first Kydex sheath I've ever made. You know, you can see the eyelids they're okay. This one here doesn't really belong. It's too far over. It's not perfect. But like, again, this is the first one. I'm just showing you guys, you know, I'll show you guys right here. This is the very first one I ever made. It's not perfect. Now there is the knife, but you know what? I made all this from scratch, and it was a good learning curve. And believe it or not, guys, for a crappy kitchen knife, this thing performs. This thing is just awesome. I do use this a lot, believe it or not. I wear it every day now until I get one of my other 1095 ones done. And I got another one of the other kitchen knife ones. I had 2 of them going. The other one's right here. I got scales drying on this right now. I got this is oak in here, some oak scales on it. Tomorrow I'll take this out and I'll clean it up and get this one together and make a sheath for this one. Okay guys, again, but I just wanted to show you guys you know, the process of what's going on with the knives, and pretty much the holdup for me was the storm and not being able to get in the garage and really get set up. I'm kind of working off the front of my garage. Just I got a piece of wood on a couple sawhorses with my machines on it. It's not the best situation, that's why it's taking so darn long. But as you can see, I got multiple crickets here. My furnace is pretty much all set. Tomorrow I got to go to Harbor Freight. I got to get one more thing, and then I'll be able to have that all ready for heat treating. So after I do put the beveled edge on these, we'll get them in the oven, we'll heat treat them, and then after that we'll do the finishing touches, make the sheaths, and these will be good to go. But again, I just wanted to show you the kitchen neck knife I did. And again, like I said, you know, if somebody really wants one of these, I will do one. Now that I've done 3 or 4 of them and screwed a couple up and finished a couple, so I pretty much know where I'm at with these, which they're not too bad. They're not too bad to do, and they're not too bad of a performer either. I tell you the truth, this thing does perform pretty darn good. It's just I want a real knife. I'm gonna make knives. I want to make real knives out of real steel. I don't like using the thin stainless on the kitchen knives. But again, I will do one if somebody really wants one. But I just wanted to show you guys how the crickets are coming along. And I have 2 other knives on the back burner after I get these 2 batches going. Like I told you guys before, I got an XL version of this I'm going to do. And I also designed another knife that I'm pretty excited about. But let's get these done. You know, let's do some videos and show you guys, you know, what this is all about, and we'll get them done, and then we'll move on to making another version. Alright guys, that's pretty much it for as far as the crickets and the knives and all that stuff goes. I did want to touch base on one other thing. I got a lot of people PMing me and making requests, and I love it. I love the interaction, as I told you guys before. The next video I'm going to be doing is going to be a Reloading Chronicles. I got people going nuts. They want to see the Reloading Chronicles, and you know, I've been meaning to get to it, so that will be the next video you'll see. Beyond that, I've also got a lot of requests for takedown on certain shotguns and rifles. I got a few for the Rossi. I got some for the Brownie, which I want to revisit that video. So, you know, there's a lot going on, guys. You know, it's been busy, but trying to get things going. We're going to try and make some videos and, you know, give you guys what you want to see. So any questions or comments on the crickets and the knife making or any of that stuff, leave them below. As always, thanks for watching The Total Outdoors with the Yankee Cowboy.